The United States of America and their cousins in Europe have deployed corporatocracy and war as one of the major tools they have used to control other nations. And Africa, as a continent, has also fell prey to this system. They send in economic hitmen and entrap our countries into taking on huge loans to develop projects they themselves design for us, based on unrealistic assumptions to justify the viability and demand for those projects in our countries. We end up taking on huge loans with high interest rates from their financial institutions, IMF and World Bank to mention. Later on, our projects or those projects fail to pay, and our governments end up heavily indebted and poorer. They then leverage on that and force our presidents to sign unfriendly agreements, giving up the wealth of our countries in the form of natural resources. This has been the order of the day on our continent, and many countries in Asia also fell victim to this strategy. The second scenario happens when the hitman fails and they send in the jackals. These are none other than warmongers. This happened in Panama with President Emmanuel Noriega, happened in Iraq with Saddam Hussein, and in Libya with President Muammar Gaddafi. And after the demolishing of these nations, what is so painful is that they negotiate with the new leaders in their favor and strike agreements with them for their corporations to come and rebuild the devastated states. That's how their corporations get jobs and home companies become suppliers of material, thereby creating employment externally and internally. They play to the minds of these new leaders, promising them military protection in exchange for our natural resources. And by the period of war, what you need to know here is that as we are sacrificing our lives fighting our presidents, they are busy making money on the other hand by selling armaments to both sides that are fighting. For them, the longer the war, the more money they make. There is no profitable business in the world is as war to them. Change your mindset, change Africa, and change the world.